Yo, what's up, guys? NorbCam coming at you here. Tuesday evening. Most of you probably heard the news about Cortez Kennedy passing away, former Seahawk Hall of Famer, dead at the age of 48. Just kind of a dreary day in general. Just the last 24 hours between the terrorist incident over in England yesterday evening, and then waking up to hear that Roger Moore played 007 in a lot of James Bond movies, passed away as well, and then Cortez Kennedy this morning, dead at 48. It's just a lot of not good news today. I was in Canton, Ohio last year for the first time to visit the Hall of Fame, and I had an opportunity to see all the statues, all the busts of the Hall of Famers, and of course I found all the Seahawk players there. And I remember seeing Cortez Kennedy's there. He has a very distinctive look, with the bald head and everything like that. But it's just weird because the guy was not that old. 48 is not old. I'm not that far away from him in terms of age and everything. It's just weird to think that that he's gone. But I guess one thing that's comforting is the fact that he at least did make it to live to be inducted in the Hall of Fame, to make it in and give his speech and be immortalized that way. So that's one thing I guess I'm happy about, that he was able to do that back in 2012, I think. So so that's one comforting bit as far as knowing that he was able to experience that before he left this world. So, but yeah, Cortez Kennedy was amazing. He was didn't play on a lot of good Seahawk teams. He was a Seahawk from 1990, I believe, to 2000, and that was an era of some pretty bad Seahawk football. In fact, in 1992, that was the year the Seahawks went 2-14, one of the worst teams they've ever put out there. And Cortez Kennedy was he was a beast. He was the defensive player of the year on a team that was that horrible. They talk about defense wins championships. Well, that year our offense was so bad there was no defense that could help us win anything. So he did play in one playoff game. I believe it was the final game in the Kingdom, which I remember being at. The playoff game against Dan Marino and the Dolphins. We lost that game, but I believe that was his last season. That was in 2000. So, yep, Kingdom. A lot of memories of that place, and watching Cortez do his thing. I started going to games in 1996, so I got to see about three and a half seasons with him. But yeah, the guy was good. I mean, the guy had in that year when he won the Defensive Player of the Year, he had 14 sacks, and in his career he had 58 sacks total in his 10-year career. I think it was 10 years, 10 or 11, I guess, if you include the last one. But yeah, the guy was just a beast. He was a huge guy, but the guy was quick. He could move, and he was just such a difficult player in the middle to deal with, because he was not only took up space and drew double teams, but he could actually penetrate and move quick, and had a move to get inside, and just a disruptor, man. So yeah, I guess we're fortunate we had the opportunity to watch him play, and I guess this will make it even more special when I have the opportunity to go back to Canton, Ohio this August, for my opportunity to get into the Pro Football Ultimate Fan Association, which is like the Hall of Fame for fans. I'll be at Canton again and we'll be there to watch Kenny easily go in, and that'll just make it that much more emotional, knowing that I'm sure Cortez Kennedy probably would have been there too if he had lived long enough to reach August to watch his fellow defensive playmaker Kenny easily to go in to get inducted in the Hall of Fame. So I'm sure that'll make it that much more emotional in August. So I feel very fortunate I'll get a chance to see that. But yeah, just sad news all around, losing a legend like that, and just at such a young age. So anyway, I'll probably put some kind of video together, see if I can grab some video clips of Cortez doing his thing. I remember one very specific play was he actually had 3 interceptions during the course of his career, and then I remember he scooped and scored on a 35-yard run, and it was pretty funny. I remember a big guy running down the field, scooping up the ball and into the end zone. I believe it was in the Kingdom, and that was awesome. I just remember it was one of those plays where you just don't see big guys like that get opportunities to score like that, and he scooped that thing up and ran it in, and that was pretty awesome. You know, as bad as our teams were, you know, you lived for moments like that because you weren't going to get a lot of wins. But heck, if you get a lot of moments of greatness, even though your team was losing, well, it made it that much more rewarding. So anyway, just a reminder, change of notes here. So for those of you, especially those of you who live up here in the Pacific Northwest, less than 2 weeks away, a week from Sunday, on June 4th, is our 3rd annual Hawk Fest fundraiser, where I'll be there along with a whole bunch of other Seahawk fans, Mark Collins and I, and Sarah Bryant from 12s Helping 12s. We are putting this together as our annual big fundraiser to raise money for charity. We'll have entertainment for the kids, lots of food and drink, surprise visits from super fans, and hopefully some former, as well as maybe get some new players in there. We'll see if we can gather up some surprise visits. And of course, for me, the highlight is I'll be playing with Mark on stage, the NorbCam All-Star Band, doing our thing, playing about an hour and a half of music. So that'll be a lot of fun just to share that with everybody, and just a fun time for Seahawks fans to get together and hang out and celebrate during the off season. So if you guys are around town, come on in. It's free. We just encourage a donation. So come to Hawk Fest June 4th at the Ballard Elks Lodge in Seattle. So that's pretty much it. Just wanted to kind of get that out there, get a few feelings out about Cortez Kennedy and Seahawks Nation mourning the loss of one of their great ones. So that's about it. I will come back to you guys soon, talk a little bit as the OTAs get underway and this off-season continues to churn on. But I'm very excited. Hope you guys saw my draft music video a couple days ago. That was fun to make, and it really helped me kind of get to know our draft picks a lot better. And the more I look at them, the more I'm excited about what we have in store. I think we've got a great bunch of new guys coming up, especially on the defense. Man, that feels almost like LOB 2.0 maybe, at least like maybe a couple pieces there. So and some receivers to get pretty excited about, and defensive linemen. So pretty excited with what we got coming up. It'll be fun to see these guys in action. It's only weeks away before the football season will be upon us. So anyway, how is it still light out? Chris K wants to know. Well, over here in Seattle, it's only 6:45, coming up on 7 o'clock, and it's been a gorgeous day today. Mostly sunny skies. Kind of turned the page on the weather finally, because we had been having rain after rainy day after rainy day, and finally we've been hitting some nice sunny weather. So it's starting to feel a lot more like spring with summer around the corner. So I'm on my way to play some volleyball, get a little exercise. It's our big playoff championship tonight, so we'll see how we do. That's it. I wish I could talk to you guys more driving though, so I can't really read the comments. But feel free to share your own thoughts. If you guys have memories about Cortez Kennedy, feel free to put them down here in the comments. And also let me know what you guys are, which draft player we got in the draft are you most excited to see on the field. And let me know what song parody you want me to do for the prediction video, which I'll be working on coming up pretty soon here. So I'm gonna make it like last year, a montage of a medley of different songs to predict the season. So I would love your guys' ideas. So that's about it. Thanks guys for tuning in, and I will talk to you guys soon. Go Hawks, baby.